Senator Kavasic.
Thank you. Acting Deputy President, I rise to speak in support of this reference to the Community Affairs References Committee, a committee which I sit on. And the Coalition supports this referral and the importance of investigating the economic, social and health impacts of menopause in the Australian community. Around 1 in 5 women experience severe or prolonged menopause symptoms. I'm a 53-year-old woman. I've been in menopause for 2 years and I've suffered for many, many years prior with perimenopause. And this goes to the comments by Senator Marielle Smith about open and honest conversations. We shouldn't be afraid to talk about our experiences. It was recently at an ADHD inquiry in Melbourne where we were discussing a theme around the way that women are diagnosed and misdiagnosed when they go to a GP or any particular type of doctor. And at that hearing I said, as a woman going through menopause, I know exactly what that feels like and the different lens that is placed on you as a result. Given that half the planet is going to go through menopause, we should be actually talking about it rather than pretending that it doesn't exist. But that's perhaps another or different inquiry. Little did I know that it was already afoot. And, Madam Speaker, I would really like to thank Senators Waters and Marielle Smith for bringing forward this motion. I think it's going to be some very important work and I'm personally grateful for it, and I think there will be many, many women who will also be grateful for that. Most women over the age of 51 in Australia will experience menopause. That means over 4.5 million Australian women are currently experiencing or have experienced menopause. Over 4.5 million. The Coalition understands that working to achieve gender equality in all areas, from health, financial security, safety and well-being, is the best way to achieve real outcomes. The former Coalition government provided significant funding to initiatives supporting the maternal, sexual and reproductive health of Australian women and girls to support the National Women's Health Strategy 2020 to 2030. That strategy recognises that menopause transition can affect women's physical and mental health, and in addition to that, increases risk for future cardiometabolic health and is one of the critical life points experienced by women. We need to have a think about that. Women going through menopausal transition are at higher risk of mood changes and symptoms of depression and anxiety, which is why they are commonly incorrectly prescribed antidepressants. They also experience hot flushes, joint and muscular pain, insomnia, brain fog, fatigue, and the list goes on. And this can last up to 10 years. I took a moment earlier today to sort of have a look at, what kind of information is out there. And on the Australian Government's Health Direct website, there's a helpful guide that explains to those 4.5 million of us living with menopause of how we can alleviate our symptoms. It recommends lifestyle changes to help ease the symptoms of menopause, such as avoiding caffeine, alcohol and spicy foods, because they help reduce hot flushes. Good to know. Having a fan or air conditioning on where possible, because we can control that everywhere we go. Dressing in layers that you can easily remove if you're feeling hot, and getting regular exercise, since this will help with your feelings and low mood. And because these are all things that we can control every single day as we are primary carers and as we go to work. In all our spare time. For 10 years, women are expected to not only just manage their symptoms, but to ensure that the spaces they enter are air-conditioned, that the clothes they wear can be removed, and the foods they eat are appropriate, and to go for a run if they're feeling depressed. This is why it's important that we start discussing this issue. This information, while attempting to be helpful, is grossly inadequate. Because half the world's population is going to experience this problem, we must talk about it and we must deal with it. And frankly, telling women to just suffer through it or take off your jacket is not enough. We need to understand that we require a conversation and further investment in women's health. The former coalition government launched the Jean Hales National Women's Health Survey, which found, amongst other key challenges in the healthcare needs of women and girls, that women want more information on menopause. They want better information on menopause. They want constructive information on menopause. We also note that there are examples of current investments into this important area that the committee could consider, including the New South Wales government model for supporting menopause services, which last year the Liberal government there committed more than $40 million funding towards it in their 2022-2023 budget. As a member of the Community Affairs References Committee, I anticipate this inquiry with great interest, and to speaking with a range of interested stakeholders and with a range of women who are affected and who want better outcomes for their own healthcare and for that of their daughters as they grow in a country that should offer and can offer better outcomes for women.